boys and girls, we want to introduce...
Please allow me to adjust my pants. Listen, fool.
Run as fast as you can.
I'm gonna give you what you need. Get ready for Bam Radio. Let me do it one more time. It's Radio Bam, fucking idiot. What the hell am I talking about? It's Radio Bam.
And now, here's Bam.
Here's Bam.
What up, fellers? I'm happier than a pig in shit right now, although I was awake for, 38 hours? It was a 24-hour Jackass takeover in New York City, and we were forced to stay awake. We were there in the studio and could not leave for 24 hours. And
must have been insane.
It was hell on earth.
I didn't see it.
And the worst part is like, you know, if you're tired at midnight, and you know that you have to host, like, Headbangers Ball at 4 in the morning, you're like, how am I going to fucking pull this off? You know what I mean? Like,
did you do it? The headbang? Well,
yeah, I had some help from Steve-O's medicine, but... Dude, I don't stay awake for 24 hours like how I used to. Like, maybe when I was, like, 24, I'd do it all the time, but now I've been... Ever since Barcelona, I've been going to bed... 9 in the morning.
You go to bed at 9 in the morning?
No, I'd wake up at 9 in the morning, go to bed at like 9 at night.
No, we go to bed at like 1.
Well, it slowly started. I started adjusting to the time, but anyway, I'm here with the Moxie, and that's what I'm here to talk about. Band from Pennsylvania, straight out of Westchester.
They were banned from Pennsylvania?
No, they're a band from Westchester. Cool. And I'm here with Taylor Oldie and Greta, and also Shitbird and Stingy Titty. Missy's here, and Chad I. Ginsburg. And Chad, I must start with, I forgot how fucking good you are at producing records.
Yeah, people tend to forget. It's been a long time since I made a record.
Well, not only that, it's like, I just thought, I would hear CKY, and I'd know that you would produce the album, but, like, I just thought that CKY was rad with a rad sound, and...
It just doesn't happen like that.
You're the Timberland of rock and roll.
Yeah.
You're the Timberland of rock and roll.
Where's my land, bro?
In a weird ass way, you're the Timberland of rock and roll.
Yeah, if you like what I do, man, that's good. You're just like me.
What happened was Taylor gave me a CD that he made and played me 2 tracks. And
I think we played some of that on this.
Yeah, I played it about 3 weeks ago, and I was really impressed, and I heard the potential, and I was like, you should have Chad remix this, dude, and make it right. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. Just redo everything. Like, start from scratch and have Chad do everything.
Yeah.
When I drove home from New Hope, dude, I was more than blown away. How did you guys think?
Dude, just when you mentioned it, everything you fucking said, just... You know,
was I hard to work with?
Nah, dude. Come on now.
Well, most people would say, or think at least.
Nah.
They're like, was he pissing on your grave there? Like, God didn't bring a grave.
Nah, you're a little bit an asshole, but it's cool.
I was an asshole?
Nah. No.
And I can't believe it got done in 2 days. Like, I was in New York filming for Jackass stuff for the past week, so, you know, I knew that you guys were in the studio and I wanted to be there, but I'm almost more stoked that I got to hear the demo straight to the album version, and now you have a proper... To me, it's a fucking hit song that should be on radio stations right now. That's how stoked on it I am.
No, it turned out rad. Definitely.
And, and then we also filmed a music video. I'm getting the footage back tomorrow, and Greta, girl singer, pink hair.
You actually shot the video.
Hot piece of A.
Yeah, you shot the video before you even recorded the song.
Huh?
They have a female singer, right?
Yeah, female singer, and she's got some moves. You know, it's scary because I wanted to do a music video, and you never know how people are going to look live, you know, but...
I knew he was going to say that shit. I knew it. No, I understand.
Looking good live is half of it, you know? Like,
at least.
I mean, look at me.
Or more, yeah. There's nothing worse, like, what's that band, I like sex and candy, Marcy Secret.
Playground.
Yeah. Marcy Playground. Dude, everybody said... Like, that was a hit song on all radio stations, and everybody I've ever talked to said that they suck shit live.
Yeah, you gotta be good live.
And where are they now? Down in Flames.
Come on, my lady. Come, my lady.
Yeah, we bring it live.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
This shit is live. The show is live for the first time in 6 months, pretty much.
We are live right now, and
fucking at his house.
I was a little nervous to talk to strangers for a little while, but I'm kind of back now. I'm ready to talk to strangers.
Don't talk to strangers.
But hell yeah, man, I'm more than stoked. You don't even imagine. And
you made a good call, man.
And like I'm stoked to start filming. We're filming a behind the scenes making of the album right now. Chad's gonna start doing some of the other songs. I'm gonna start editing the music video, doing color corrections, and it's like all these bands out there who are like trying to get big. They always half-ass little corner, like, you know, like, well, let's make the packaging like the cheaper kind because like we don't really have that kind of money, and you know, hopefully when I get like a CD-ROM and like they wrote it in pen, I just fucking throw it in the trash. I don't even want to bother. Like, if you're not, you're not taking it seriously. Like, give me something that is right and proper.
Have you seen the Viking Skull and the shit Jess does? He kicks ass at packaging. Jess is like your brother.
Oh, he's all about it. Yeah, he's a nut job with that, but that's good, you know.
Yeah, totally.
And same with music videos. Like, it's almost worse to put out a shitty music video. Like, well, fuck, let's just get your digital camera and we'll like go out into like a cool looking area and try to throw something together and put it on MySpace.
Go by the railroad tracks.
It looks like a local piece of shit.
Do it at an empty warehouse with the railroad tracks going.
You know what I mean? What did you guys think when you showed up to the house? Because I didn't really tell you what everything was going to look like and what.
No, not at all.
For the video.
Like, you're probably just like, we're going to go play in Bam's skate park right now, but you had no idea that we were like blacking out all the skate park stuff and making a whole studio in there.
No, man. Once you showed me in the monitor, like, that's when I was like, wow.
Yeah.
No, I love the
pretty
fan.
sick.
Yeah, you showed us the first clip, and I was totally blown away.
Didn't the fan make it?
Oh, absolutely. Well, it made it easier also just
there's
to
nothing,
get in front of the camera.
There's nothing better than, like, a real, like, strong fan and singing in slow-mo.
Yeah,
like,
it was awesome.
It just makes it way more alive.
So you had fans there?
Yeah, until he
just one strong one, though. He was just like, yes! Really into it.
I'm so excited to see how the footage is going to come out,
But when you pulled that 150%, like playing at 150%, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they actually had to play the song at basically double the speed of...
I've done that. We shot 15 videos with you.
Yeah, so
half of them were
when the tempo's like this...
Yeah.
When they play it live, it's this.
Yeah.
A little faster than that, double time.
Yeah, but like the drumming, if it's like...
Oh, yeah, you sound like a monkey.
Yeah, then it turns up...
Yeah, that's how Alvin and Chipmunks did their videos.
Yeah.
They never slowed them down.
Still healing, man. Every time I play guitar, they always rip back open.
I'm trying to think. I did a music video with...
Starting to forget.
Who the... I can't remember, but I... Maybe it was one of the hymn videos, but we were speeding up his voice, and somebody was like, "He sounds like a chipmunk. Like, you're really going to try to sell this?" I'm like, dipshit, we're filming it at double the speed, so it's slow-mo when the film gets developed, and I can match it up perfectly. Like they thought that, like, this is the hit song he's trying to put out.
Did you ever slow down at Alvin and the Chipmunks song to regular speed?
You know what it was? It was the Sacrament in Prague. We were filming in Prague, and, like, one of the PAs working on it who didn't know anything about the band was like, "It sounds kind of like way too fast." Like, and he thought that, like, that's what we were trying to put out.
3 hours later.
You guys made Sporadic driving around in the back of a rider truck with playback.
Yeah, when we did Sporadic Movement, we did it. It was double speed.
No, we did it double slow. We did it at 50%, and you had to sing it like the drum was like. So when you speed it up, you're like, you look like kind of...
It was twitchy. Speed and met
twitchy like The Ring or something when the girl's coming out the TV. Like, that's how they did that. You know?
Well, it looks cool. We like Sporadic Movement. That's one of the better...
And that's the good thing about film is that you can do that with film, and you can't figure it out with a digital camera that's filming in real time, 24 frames a second.
Did you film the whole Moxie video like that?
Yeah. Well, and then we did some close-ups that were regular, you know, just because I wanted to make sure that your fingers were like perfectly on the note for the guitar.
I don't know how many bands
stuff.
shoot a video for a song that wasn't recorded yet.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, because we had the demo, and we shot the video playing the demo song, and then you guys actually re-recorded it, and now I'm going to edit it to the new recorded version.
Oh my god!
But you cut clips so fast that it doesn't really matter as long as it's the same tempo. you know,
for that scene. Yeah,
exactly.
Then you could always match it up. You know, just as long as like the cymbal hit is on time and everything.
No, totally.
Because every clip is like drums, cut to bass, cut to singing. Everything's so fast anyway that it'll work. But I don't think any band has ever done this yet.
That's pretty wild, dude. It's a great song. I like it.
Yeah.
How did you meet the Moxie or hear of them?
We went to school. We went to Stetson together, middle school.
Stetson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had some red cross color pants.
Taylor and I used to ride the bus together.
Yeah,
Oh wait, because you lived in Glen Mills, right?
I lived in Thornton.
Thornton.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Which is where Ape and Phil live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it, dude. I heard that shit too.
Dude, I used to wear like size 40 pants like to school because it was like the cool thing to do as a skateboarder. I was like probably size 30 and I'm wearing 40 pants. Dude, they were so baggy. You couldn't even see my shoes, dude.
Then those pants turned into cool for ravers.
Yeah, and then I look at Rager's and realize how much of homos they are.
You could put your E-pills in your like hidden pockets in there.
I'm seriously like, I really thought at the time, like in 7th grade, that like I looked cool, and now I look at it, I'm like, I can't even.
Cool.
Oh bullshit! Where were you then? You weren't Frenching me, dude.
In 10 years, it'll end up that
you
you
were
look
Frenching
cool.
your skateboard. You were too busy.
Yeah, I know. Plus, I had no personality whatsoever. It's true, though. I didn't even know what to say to you if I was going to say anything.
So
money
gave you a personality?
I don't know. I guess just meeting so many people.
I think you always had a personality. Maybe you withheld.
I did, but I mean, I was just like, I don't even want to bother trying to go out on a date. Like, I just don't know what to talk about. I'm like, I'd rather just go do a fucking kickflip.
You were probably afraid to fuck.
I was afraid to fuck. I didn't fuck till I was 17.
You were afraid that if you went, like, you'd talk to a girl and she'd want to fuck before you would, so you just...
Like,
that happened all the time, and I got all scared and shit, and I wasn't all
With
that...
who?
Yeah. He was 15.
Girls that I wasn't too fond about. Like, I knew that I wasn't, like...
You weren't going to fuck them. If you knew how, would you fuck him?
No, I just wasn't into it.
He didn't know how to fuck.
That sucks.
He was
man.
afraid.
Whoa, dog.
Shippers, you have a song called Afraid to Fuck.
Afraid to fuck, yeah. And Jess should be afraid to fuck.
What's that about?
He's got kids running everywhere. He's got to stop.
We were just at Jesse's house. He's got romper room over there.
Yeah. He's got fucking video.
Yeah, we just played Shipbird and Jess, the new Moxie track.
Shippers, you think it sound cool?
I like it. It sounds like the radio's like going to want it. They're gonna,
yeah.
They're gonna be yelling for it. So
you know what? I think I'm gonna get ready to play it pretty soon. But first, what's your MySpace again?
Yeah.
It's myspace.com/the Moxie Sound.
The Moxie Sound.
That's how it is.
And you could also look at photos of the video shoot on my website, bammargera.com.
When we get to see the finished video.
Photos taken by Shit Goose. The finished video, well,
the American video. Not.
Well, I get the footage back tomorrow, and then I'm just going to lock myself in the editing room, and it'll probably take me 24 hours to do it.
I like when you're doing the editing, dude. That's good.
No, hell yeah. But I want to, I want to thank Carl Pinnell, Andrew Pinnell.
Well, it's not over. You don't got to thank everybody right now.
Listen, motherfucker.
Thank them when it's all
Hey, man,
over.
we're stoked right now, dude.
We haven't talked about them.
All right, go ahead.
They're the rest of the band.
Go ahead.
Here's a
You want to
band.
thank your band?
I want to thank them for fucking
I'll
sticking
thank them
it out,
for doing
man.
a good job at the studio. They were over at Studio CIG. You guys did a good job. I was worried you would all suck terribly, and I was happy to see that you did a great
Thanks,
job.
man. I appreciate that, all right?
You came in.
I had
really
faith from the beginning.
He did.
You got to have faith.
He did.
And
I give him credit for
you'll
that.
tell right now by Chad, you did a fucking awesome job. All you listeners out there, you're basically hearing a band that's going to be big very soon.
We finished it yesterday.
What?
We finished it yesterday. I saw you all tweaked out and weird last night.
Yeah, no sleep.
You drove for 30 miles, 3 hours out of the way to get there.
After I had already been awake for 28
That's
hours.
commitment, dude. You wanted this band to record the song. You came 3 hours out of your way to fucking hear it.
Not to mention, you told me exit 17, and it was exit 14, and I went 15 miles out of the way, and then I didn't want to go 15 miles back, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go to Easton. I went to Easton. I went to Easton, PA. Look on your map, ladies and gentlemen.
I wrote it down for MapQuest.
Find out how out of the way Easton is to New Hope from New York. No, but it was exit 14, not 17.
I don't know.
And on the turnpike, one exit is 15 miles. So I was definitely like 30. It was hell, dude. I was so stressed. And we couldn't turn around anywhere. And every time I'd find like a little turn off thing that says you're not allowed to do it, Missy would be going too fast and miss it, and then I'm like, you fucking missed that one. Then she missed the next one. Then she missed the third one. I was like, I'm gonna kill you right now.
Were you cursing me?
Dude, you
No.
went to a town that was only named because it was east of Allentown. Like, it doesn't even have a reason to be on the fucking map.
What's this town? Who gives a shit? Well, it's east of Allentown. Easton, I don't know.
It took us longer to get from New York City to New Hope than it did for me to get from Westchester to New York in traffic.
Yeah, that's ridiculous because I'm an hour away.
Yeah, it took us over 2 hours to get to your house.
It took me 3 hours to get to his house.
Every time.
It's so fucked because
it takes me 3 hours to get to your house.
Sometimes
I got a navigational
why,
system just to get here.
I have been to New Hope at least 30 times, and I still fuck up.
We fucked up when we left last night. We went the wrong way.
I fuck up getting there from New York to New Hope. I fuck up. I've done that maybe 6 times. Even from my house and on the way home, it's ridiculous. Like, there's just all these different ways to go, and I fuck up every time.
You're making me feel so much better because I felt like there's not a fucking island that I can go to where there's a stupider person than me. I couldn't fucking get to his house one time, and my girlfriend was like,
that's why I moved there. It's hard to find.
It's serious.
It's impossible to find, basically.
I tried to find a place that was not easy for anyone to find.
You don't even have a road sign.
Yeah, the road
Good.
signs look
Yeah,
old.
that's a
Not at
problem.
all.
Road signs cause trouble.
You have to go to like chadquest.com.
Chadquest.com.
And here's the most fucked up part, is that Missy bought me this awesome navigation system, and I always think that I know where I'm going, but when like I'm too stubborn too stubborn to put it in the car. I leave it in the kitchen. I'm like, when I'm going to like somewhere like Du Bois, Pennsylvania, then I'll get my
Jazz always
but I'm like, New Hope, I've been there. Like, if I would just bring it and shut up and like swallow my pride of knowing where I'm going.
You actually admitted that last night when we went the wrong way on the way home. You're like, all right, I think I know where I'm going, but guess what? I don't. We need the navigation. I'm like,
it's a guy thing. We just don't want to
It takes Jess like 3 hours to get back. He puts his navigational on, and once it tells him where to go, he goes, that's bullshit. I'm going this way. He fucking ignores it every time. We end up lost.
One time he said his thing, and it was telling him to go back home. And he didn't know how to shut it off because he just bought the car. He's driving around and saying, turn around here. And he's like, shut this fucking bitch up. And she just was interrupting us, and he's like, I don't know how to fucking shut it off.
And did you notice that, like, a guy, if they were trying to get Pennsylvania, they would wind up in fucking Vermont and still not pull over at a gas station and ask. But like, and all the girls would be, why don't you just ask somebody? No, I'm not going to ask somebody. I can do this. But we're in fucking Vermont. We're 8 hours out of the way. I can get to New. I know. I'm not. Like they won't ask.
Remember how far out of the way we went when we decided to go on our Canada road trip? We're like, let's just drive north.
Okay,
Canada's north.
we were planning on going to Nova Scotia.
Listen to this.
And we drove. We drove to Messina, New York, which was close to Montreal, and we figured, like, hey, we're in Canada, we must be close to Nova Scotia. And they go, the border.
Is that where you get locks?
Yeah, the border patrol. They go, so where are you guys trying to go? And I'm like, trying to go to Nova Scotia. And they started laughing right in my face. They're like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no, I'm not. They're like,
you get to the
and I know, like, maps and everything. I know exactly where everything is, but I was like, well, let's just drive north and figure it out. We were 13 hours out of the way. We were better off driving through Maine if you look at a map, like, and that's what we had to do, but we were going into Canada the complete wrong way. So we went to Montreal, then we drove all through Maine, and our 2-day road trip ended up being a 1-week mission.
Oh my
it was fun as hell, but
we went into Canada, drove a little bit, then came back into the States, drove a little bit, then went back into Canada. We're like, only us. It was fun, though.
I feel better about myself already. Shit, dude. Like, I went 40 miles one time, and I'm like, I'm the stupid. I fucking can't stand this shit. And now I feel much better. So thank you guys.
I got lost going to Conshohocken before, and I was gone for 7 hours and ended up in Atlantic City. So it's cool.
Wow.
Taylor, didn't you used to play in a band? Wait a minute, Greta, was Hannah?
Go ahead, dude.
Was Hannah in your band?
In mine?
Yeah. What?
No. Okay. Fana was in a band with Taylor back in the day.
Right.
And
in fact, I recorded Taylor 15 years ago or something, 10 years ago, in a band with Hannah called Ian.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when they came out dressed up and they all had khakis?
Ian is such a fat piece of shit motherfucker, dude. I hate that guy. he got so jealous when Jackass happened, and I was friends with him, and everything was fine. And, like, he called up Y100 and just talking all this shit. And that fat motherfucker, I was friends with him.
He was so round.
But he was so jealous that he wasn't involved in the project that he just talked shit, and I figured out that it was him.
Jealousy ruins everybody.
Yeah. Fuck it. People should just... Well, you're going to be jealous right now, motherfuckers, because Chad just remixed the Moxie and re-recorded it, and he's the Timberland of rock and roll, and I'm going to prove it right now. This is...
Wait. Let me prove it. No,
All right.
no, you prove it.
It's still hot out of the oven. It's still warm.
The CD player was
This is Step Down by the Moxie on Radio Bam, Series 28, Faction.
Faction, baby. Alright, good. And now back to Radio Bam.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was fucking sick. We were rocking out in here. Yeah, we had a full blast down here at Bam Bam Studios.
Wow, I think I broke this.
Oh, here it is.
Shit got crazy for a second.
All the elements the song needs. It's a good fucking well-rounded
Yeah.
song.
Dude, it's like a fucking hit song.
And sonically correct as well.
Sounded rad.
Yeah.
Sonically correct.
Yeah,
good job,
how come
guys.
you don't
Good
come
job.
up to Studio CIG?
Greta's the new Maya from the Sound. She's the new shiny toy gun. She got fluorescent pink hair, dude. Total perfect front chick for the
She's looking
for a
good.
rock band. Yeah,
Huge compliment.
yeah, and image has a lot to do with it. Stage presence has a lot to do
How
with
was she kicking ass in the video? Was she got a little sexy dance?
Yeah, she's got it all under control.
Taylor, you really see the sexy dance, don't
That's
you?
hot, yeah.
Can she
See your girlfriend? Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did good for them until they started cheating on each other with other band members. You think she's looking at Carl? I saw something in the studio, a little Glenn there. Hey, Carl, good
Nice.
drums.
Good drum.
Good drumming.
Nice.
Murray almost had you, didn't he? He came in.
Oh yeah, Murray Juice comes in all slimy. Let's go to the bar.
All right.
Let's go to the bar.
Please talk about that, please.
Right, you gotta tell the story.
What'd Murray do?
Murray.
His hands.
Alright.
His
Murray
hands
from
standing
Inbred.
up.
All right. First off, I walk in, right, and this dude's like passed out, like keeled over, like
Straight off the bat.
like
10 in the morning?
No. All right. First off, he rolled up in his car, whatever, blaring some MJ, drinking like a
Michael
fucking
Jordan?
32-ounce fucking beer.
So was he shitbagged as soon as he showed up, or was he normal
No,
first?
dude, he was well on his way, but I saw him the day before, and he sounded like fucking
Froggy.
Vincent Price.
Yeah, Froggy
His
from the
voice
depths
is all
of
fucked
hell.
up. And then we're in the studio, and all of a sudden, like, his head's down, dude, and I look over, and just this drool is hanging from his lip to his kneecap. I'm like, what? I was like, all right, whatever. So Chad starts kicking him. He's like, dude.
Well, he's been on the road with us. He's used to getting kicked.
Yeah, well, I don't know. And, so next thing, he fucking stands up, and he's got piss pretty much coming out of his pants.
He pissed in my studio?
It was spreading, dude.
He pissed his pants
I
bad,
asked
but
him if he
I was
pissed,
like,
and he said, no, it was a beer, man.
no, he told me
Missy?
he told me it was cum. He's like, I cummed myself.
Ah,
I saw that shit, dude. It was spreading.
It was definitely piss.
What a
Started out
fucking
small
geek.
and got huge.
Yeah.
he's on his way here.
He had a beer in his pocket.
I think
He's gonna get kicked when he gets there.
The problem is though, like he told Missy that he's like, look, he's like, man, I want to find like a girlfriend, like, and Missy's like, but he was fine at this point, like he had everything under control, and Missy's like, oh, Murray's a nice dude, yeah, but he has this thing where like if he's going to meet somebody, he'll need to loosen up, and
He'll get way too loaded.
yeah, he'll be like, all right,
Anna knows
if I have like 3 beers, then I'll go in there all solid. But by the time he actually makes it to the date, he's a pile of shit.
I've watched
And
Murray
he's
drink himself a virgin multiple
and
times.
he's blacked out.
Didn't you see him get beat up by a bum with like a
Yeah.
What happened?
Are you serious?
He
We were
picked
on
the
tour.
fight with like
Where were we?
a...
St. Louis? Or no, Michigan. We were in Michigan.
Might as well have
It
been.
was where you broke your ass.
No, that was Chicago.
Chicago, that's what it was.
I broke my ribs in a Chicago
Chicago,
too.
too.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, Chicago won. They never made a second.
Chicago.
That's why I call him Murray
Close the
Juice.
second time.
He's like, why do you call him Murray Juice? Because when he's on the juice, he's fucking annihilated.
Why did he start a fight with
Dude,
a bum?
we were all loaded. We were walking around Chicago, and this bum was like following us. And finally, Murray, being like, it was actually kind of a cool move. He stepped back and went to the bum. Was like, look, dude, we don't have any money. We're not giving you any money. Blah blah blah. So we get into this big parking lot of one of these hotels, and he's like, "Look, motherfucker, I don't have any money." And the guy takes like you know how at McDonald's they sweep into like a thing?
Yeah.
So the bum takes that, whacks him in the head, backs up like 10 feet, shows him this giant wad of money, goes, "I got money, motherfucker!" And takes off.
Oh, God.
Murray's face is all cut up. He's like, "What the fuck?" The guy was just following us.
The bum had money?
Yeah, he had a giant fucking
And he
wad.
wanted more?
He just wanted to rob us.
Nice.
That's all.
You should have robbed him. You didn't have any money.
That's a good time.
The bum showed him a wad and fucking busted him.
I remember he
upside the head
just
with a
walked
broom.
back, like, trying to fucking play it off, like, all beat up. Like, what happened? A bum beat me up with a broom.
Yeah, that's a low moment.
A street bum with a broom.
Yeah. No wonder he's drunk and pissing his pants. He got beat up by a fucking bum. They have way more money than
And
anyone.
it was kind of like he could have avoided it and just kept walking with the rest of us.
Yeah, he's probably just trying to get laid.
Yeah.
From the bum.
That's how he does it. But you guys weren't impressed? You weren't like, Murray's a cool dude when
I
he
didn't
left?
fuck him.
Oh yeah, I think it was the piss and him like eating shit down the stairs. I think that like kind of cut it for me.
Oh yeah, he fell down the fucking stairs.
Yeah, like he get bad.
When was this?
When if he goes out on a date, that's the way that he acts. Like
shit.
blacked out drunk, pissing himself, and falling downstairs. It's like, why can't he? Like he's almost too nervous going in regular.
He came in to crash the Moxie session out of jealousy that Inbred's not there to record it.
Is that what happened?
Probably, dude, because he's not used to people being in my studio who ain't like CKY, me, or him and his band.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden Moxie's in there and getting shit done and it's sounding better than everybody else's crap. And they're fucking knocking it out, and he's just like, "Who's on my couch?" Like, this is like, you guys. How do I know you deserve this?
Is he pissing in the corner? Maybe he's
He pissed his pants and he didn't even know it.
But for your credit, when he heard the song, he knew I was going to cut that song. He's like, "Just have me play the drums on it. Let's just kick everybody out of the band." Because I mean, he liked the song. That was a good sign.
The two of you are cracking me up.
Yo.
Going back and forth. What was it? The bar song or whatever you guys were making up? Do you remember that?
One guy walks into a fag bar. 7 guys stitch, the other guy smells. So, yeah, we were just going.
Dude, you
Studio delirium.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You know what? You know what though? Musicians are the most jealous people ever about
They're the ones who don't wanna
other
work
bands
with.
because they always can say that like that's been done. This sounds like this.
I can do that.
Or I can do that. But
Yeah, Chuck Trees in
yeah,
there.
what's up, Chuck? But you know what? What's up, Chuck?
Grab a mic, dude.
But you didn't do it. You know, you could say, I can do that, but you didn't do it, and you didn't do it that way, and it doesn't sound like that. You know, and every band sounds similar to another band, but, like, for instance, if you think the Moxie sounds like Blondie, well, Blondie's old and over. This is new and fresh.
Oh, she's still awesome, dude. Parallel
Oh, she's fucking great, but, I mean, like, I want to see a young band starting fresh and doing this, and I think that it's...
Yeah, like these guys are cutting edge, and
For instance,
and Blondie's banging the dust off her pussy.
Yeah, it's true.
Like Maya from the Sounds,
Somebody is.
you could tell that she was influenced by Blondie, but I would prefer to see Maya and the Sounds right now
Or
rather than Blondie.
back then.
Mine's
Or
tough, dude.
Blondie back then, but it's not Blondie back then.
I don't have any Sounds records, but I've met them a few times. CKY's played some festivals, and they've played. They're pretty cool.
Yeah,
I've seen them then.
Yeah, Maya's great.
Yeah, she's a tough rock chick, man.
They
I like
played
that.
The Wedding, and
I talked to her. I don't think she knew who Wendy Williams was. I told her to check her out.
are you kidding me?
Yeah, I think it's
Dude, I
fucked
love
up.
Wendy
Yeah, I
Williams.
asked her in Sweden.
You should ship her every freaking DVD.
I should, yeah. I thought I could trust her. She said,
Now that I think about it, I think that I would say that Maya should be more influenced
that's
by
why I
Wendy O
brought
than
it up, because
Blondie.
I thought she'd have had known that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wendy was one of the
Female
most.
Gigi Allen.
Yeah, she was really smart. Gigi was smart too in his own way, but Wendy was like a real person, full out. Like everybody could like her. She was like Sally Jesse Raphael liked her. You know what I mean?
I
I just can't stand how
Judge Judy would like her.
How bands always try to, you know, just save that extra buck. And, well, we can't afford that producer and we can't afford that studio. Let's just make it sound cool here. Well, you're going to make it sound like it's a local sound. That's what, and I think that this Moxie song is an album, like a proper fucking
It came
album.
out great, dude. You
It's
said
a
I
proper
want
song. It's a hit song.
I want it to be pro. I want it to sound pro, and it fucking they knocked it out, man.
I'm so glad
everybody was confident, and we came out with a good
Yeah,
product.
and I told you, I was like, take this and remix it. And then when we talked more, I was like, just start from scratch. And
You came up with that idea right in front of them.
Yeah.
We were talking about remix.
Yeah, start from scratch and see what happens.
Yeah.
And that just proves right there how much...
It's a good effort. I felt like a member of the Moxie for a good 2 days.
Yeah.
Chad, you were awesome.
And that's what producers need to be like, because when you go to fucking like Creep Studios or Walnut Creek or whatever, like or what's it called, Clay Creek or whatever. They're just hired to do a job. They're not feeling it.
Yeah.
They don't know what sound you're going for. They don't care what sound you're going for. They just know that they're getting paid to record something.
I don't work on bands that I'm really not feeling.
It's basically like if you were
you wouldn't know I did.
If you were trying to run a business and the only client that you had was some bluegrass band, you'd be like, "What the fuck? Just record it, dude, and I'll mix it."
I've recorded a high school jazz
but you're not
band.
feeling bluegrass.
Guys thinking about like McDonald's lunch.
I don't like the Weekend Warriors. I used to record a lot of bands, and like I don't like the Weekend Warriors. They're all construction workers. They have the best Les Paul, and like everything's fucking mint. And they come in, and sure they can play a little bit, but it's like a total weekend getaway. And I don't have the fucking patience for people who aren't committed to this. You know what I mean? It's just like I'll do the job. And unfortunately, they end up coming out sounding way better just for some fucking weekend fishing trip. It just sucks. So I'm not doing that anymore. If bands got fucking commitment, I'm more than interested.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Commitment is the only way that shit's gonna get done. You know what I mean? Like if you're scared to quit your job and scared about money problems, and you're not gonna take a chance and go out on the road and start from scratch, I mean, you might wind up at a fucking bar with 10 people. You know, but that's the chance that you have to take.
You go balls to the wall and put your fucking...
You have to just throw everything away, not have the responsibility. Dude, I got to go back to work. Well, then you're not going to make it then.
Yeah.
You know, if you're committed to being on the road, and if you get sent to Sweden and nobody shows up, that's what you have to deal with. You need to figure out a way to gain fans, talk to more fans online, like just...
Yeah, if you have to go broke and really like live in a van, I did it. I lived in fucking chicken shacks. I would love to think that that's an awesome story. It sucked at the time, but it was all part of it. Not giving up.
Yeah. And like CKY did it fucking right, because they have a diehard fan base of kids that would fucking kill. Like Eminem has a diehard fan base. Songs that you hear on the radio, they're just fans of that song. They don't know anything about the band, where they're from, what their names are, or what they look like. They just go, "Oh, that song? Yeah, I like it."
Yeah, you got to pound the pavement.
You know what I mean? But CKY, all the diehard fans know everything about everyone, and that's what makes it so much radder and different.
It's been a big family. CKY's had a lot of
10 years.
10 years, but a lot of kids found love in everything, like even aside from the music. You know, there's so many angles to that. And just us still all being friends, this is a bit CKY as well. I mean, we're still here doing it.
And just the way that it connected. Like, on my spare time of skateboarding and doing Jackass shit, when I come home, I hang out with, you know, my brother and CKY, and I see the way, you know, and it sounds amazing, and they know the whole connection of who hangs out with who.
Yeah, this is Hannah's in fucking CKY.
Hannah's in CKY.
I get lots of emails from people I remember on tour from all over.
So CKY is a big thing that encompasses a lot of things. Now Moxie's a little bit in the CKY family, you know, doing a little... you were saying that song had a little CIG production flair?
It's got your touch, baby.
You felt like it?
That's right.
Yeah, baby. You know what?
Yeah, baby.
It's seriously because I hear you produce CKY, but now that you did something that I was stoked on already,
right,
you put like the finishing final like perfect touch to it.
Yeah, if we compared it to the demo, it's a definite big improvement. That was the goal.
Just a little bit.
It's a big improvement. No, now you guys are on your way to a fucking album, and that's the shit. We don't need to recut that one. Let's go on to new songs, and I'm sure you got them.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I'm definitely.
Have you heard any of the other tracks?
I heard a couple that were on their MySpace. I didn't, or maybe the 3 tracks they brought in here last time. But we chose the song out of listening to those. That the first song we did was the one we were digging first, right?
Yeah, because we already shot the music video, so that needed to get done pronto.
So this is part of the Filthy Future?
Yeah, well, that's what me and you need to talk about, because...
Future gets a little bit more filthy?
Yeah.
It's a little filthy note.
Yeah, we all need to talk.
Yeah, man, let's talk.
Yeah.
That's good. Good ideas. That leads to motivation. Everybody loves doing things. So let's keep doing them.
I love doing it because when I hear something that I'm into, and I can help you out by paying for the production costs and paying for the video, I have faith that it'll make its money back. you know?
No.
Well, you got that faith, the faith.
See that.
And sometimes I get lost doing other shit, like when I'm trying to like blow up Veins of Jenna or Viking Skull and shit, and then I have to go film a Jackass #2 for 6 months. I just want to like lock myself in the hotel room and think about what Jackass stunt I'm going to do next and how I'm going to prepare to fall and how bad it's going to hurt.
I told you,
and I can't even think about anything else but that. So like I'm like, all this shit needs to get put on hold. Filthy Note needs to get put on hold, and I need to finish Jackass 2, and I want to make it good, and I don't want to be bummed out that somebody took my bit because I wasn't ready for it.
That Jackass, you got all these angles. Your triangle is spread out to, like we said, a heartogram. I mean, there's a lot of angles. You know?
It's true, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
we take that heartogram over there and pin the little things.
And now I directed the Moxie video, and now I'm going to the next heartogram angle, which is locking myself in the editing room for a few days until it's done.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm about to do the sound on Minghags.
Oh, yeah.
Mike not just dropped and shit.
That's another thing. Yeah, Minghags, there was some... When you put 40 hours or 50 hours worth of footage in a computer, it's going to crash. And that's what happened with the sound, and I was scared shitless. And, you know, Mike Nutt is a genius at fixing computers and stuff like that, so it was just a matter of time, but, like... He had
6 months, dude. These fans are wondering where the fuck the movie is.
He had some serious.
You don't want to blame
trouble.
it on Mike.
And I know, but I didn't want to.
You got him.
You know, everybody's asking when it's coming out, and the problem is the sound needs to get mixed, and we couldn't get the sound out of the Avid in order for Chad to mix it. So now that we got that, that'll happen soon, and then
start to move forward.
Yeah, but
I got no faith in gadgets.
You got no faith in gadgets?
I got no faith in gadgets.
You got you got a Dodge Dakota?
Yeah, and it's broken. There's always fucking something wrong with something.
Fucking gadget.
Nice.
Mr. Gadget.
So now that we've been talking about the Moxie and CKY and Chad producing the album, I think we're going to have to hear Attached at the Hip.
Oh, God.
He's bummed out.
Well, you know what? Everything will come together. You'll figure it out.
All right.
You'll figure it out.
All right. Inspector Gadget. But Inspector Gadget.
This is one of my favorite CKY songs.
Yeah, it's a good song.
No faith in gadgets.
Inspector Gadget. There you go.
Nothing works in
gadgets.
What track is it, Bam?
It's track 4.
See, I produced this shit and calculated what track would be after what track, and I forget.
Frenetic Amnesic is after that. But yeah, this is Attached to the Hip CKY, and then when we come back, we're gonna take some phone calls. So
yeah, good idea, because we're live.
I feel like talking to strangers.
Yeah. I'm down with it, dude. I was just talking about how I wanted to hear interviews again.
All right, cocksock, put on a headphone set.
You're about to fall in love with the radio again, aren't you?
Maybe.
Live radio is a little different than pre-taping.
Yeah, I like it better this way. This is CKY Attached to the Hip Radio Bam Series 28 Faction.
And now back to Radio Bam thing. On. How the fuck you say it? Is it Sirius? On Sirius 28 Faction.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
That was CKY.
Good tune, good
Sweet sounds of CKY Attached
Say I
to the Hip.
won't go, no I won't go, I won't go, no I won't, no I won't go.
What's up, everybody? I'm Chad I. Ginsburg
I don't
from the
talk
Sweet
like
Sounds of CKY.
Yo. Talking about bringing you back to 2001. We did that in Hawaii. It was a great time. We were hanging out with Volcom, and they sent me a vaporizer, which I much appreciated. Nice. Thank you, Mike. Mark Gardner.
Mark Gardner.
Gotta give it up.
He sent you a what?
A fucking vape. Shut the fuck up with that. They sent me a vaporizer, which is to smoke materials.
Tobacco.
Yeah, whatever. You smoke weed out of it, and you don't burn the weed, and you can cook with it and shit. It's really great.
Are you talking about that vocal?
Yeah, you guys were hitting up with the vaporizer.
I was
so Bammer. How was your weekend in New York, dude?
Gee, what a negative surprise.
It's the G show now.
The Ryan G show.
I was filming.
Ryan G photography.com.
I'm taking a
all in all, I'm pretty fucking hurt from the Jackass 24 hour.
What was
takeover.
the worst part of it?
Well, I did the Hep C barrel roll, and the most disgusting part about that was, which I found out later on, that the bum shit that I slinged on Jeff Tremaine, the director.
Where'd you get the bum shit?
from the fucking trash can that Tremaine found, and it came full circle on him because I picked up the bag of shit and chucked it in his face. But then I found out later that the barrel that I had my head in, that's where he found the bum shit. And the fact that it was from the Bronx just makes it even more disgusting.
The bum took his shit and put it in a trash can?
Well,
in a bag.
It was in a bag.
He didn't just straight put his ass in the can.
It was either bum shit or dog shit. Either way, it's fucking gross. And Jeff Tremaine had it all over his ear, and when he wiped his ear, there was like shit crammed in the ear.
I love Tremaine, but he deserves that.
Then I had a lot of cattle prods to the leg, and I got clothesline doing the skate thing. We had a punching contest, a slapping contest. I had tobacco in my mint chewing tobacco in my fucking eyes. It felt like I got maced. It was hard. It was almost even worse than maced.
And that's why you weren't on towards the end of the show, right?
Yeah, and the worst about it all was this baseball machine that went fucking 100 miles an hour, and they couldn't really aim on one specific spot, and it was live, so they're like, dude, put on a knee pad in case it hits your kneecap, and they were trying to find one, but we're live on air, and if I would have pussied out or put on a knee pad, I would have been A, wasting time, or B, would have been a pure pussy. So I'm like, we're live, dude, just do it. It hit me so hard in the fucking leg, like, I couldn't walk for about 2 hours, and it still hurts like shit, but if it would have hit me in the kneecap, dude, I would have a shattered knee. I'd be out for at least 2 months.
It could have hit you in the pee-pee, too.
Well, you've been very lucky.
I'm more concerned with
Knoxville
the kneecap.
Did Knoxville rip his dick open on a bike?
Yeah, he tried a backflip on a motorcycle, and the bike landed on his fucking dick, and he had that rocket catheter.
Was that the coolest thing MTV's done in a long time? They said, like, free reign to the fucking most psychopathic freaks.
Yeah, and I mean, they're always scared because, Jackass dudes is what we do is stupid shit. So, I mean, you
couldn't get any.
Dave England pulled his stunt, and,
anybody try to get thrown off? Steve-O try to get thrown off?
I mean, people are just kind of loose cannons. I mean, Steve-O might show up on PCP or fucking,
Is this ever going to be released on
It'd just
DVD?
be fucking bonkers. Well, I mean, you can't really put out a 24-hour DVD, but they might make a best of or something. Like a 2-hour best of.
Like I was telling you, like Steve-O on Howard Stern this morning was insane, dude.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
He was talking shit on Bam.
Yeah, well,
not really, because he said I love him afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
But he was still just hopped up. Whatever. He's not going to be around.
Howard kept thinking like, what? You don't like Johnny and Bam? And he's like, no, dude, I love him. Like after a while, but he gave the impression that he was like bummed on you guys because he kept it the realist or something.
Yeah, he said that. People who keep it real just get mad when they just talk shit all day long. You know what I mean? Like even with skateboarding, like. You gotta keep it real, dog. Like, you need to land your tricks proper, and if you have an awesome photo and you have an ad out, that ain't keeping it real. And like, all these little,
ketamine.
all these 12-year-old kids landed and what isn't, and they don't know who does what. But like, some people who are in the know and they find out are just negative fuckers because other people are selling way more skateboards than they are.
Nerds.
It's the best
Overanalyzing, yeah. People get very dramatic.
It just shows how bent out of shape that they are, that they're not selling more skateboards and they're trying their hardest and they can't figure out a proper formula. And when, again, skateboarding, it's not about the hard trick that you're doing, it's about style.
Yeah. You sell a kid a skateboard, don't matter how you skate, it matters how he does.
Right. And you know what? I would much rather prefer to watch Donnie Barley 180 ollie over a curb because he looks right on a skateboard.
Or Gino Iannucci.
He looks proper on a skateboard.
You'd rather watch Gino than.
But there's so many kids who don't have a good style that try, and they end up doing like hard tricks, but they look like a robot or they look stiff. Like Donnie Barley is loose. His style, it looks like he's supposed to be meant to ride a skateboard.
About Ryan Sheckler.
I think he's fucking sick.
He's good, but
that explains why I look hot in a Hyundai.
Ryan Sheckler's great. He's an amazing skateboarder, but I mean, to me, I don't really want to watch his show because, like, I don't want to hear about how he just wants to be a normal kid. If you want to be a normal kid, then don't sign up to have 20 cameras in your face 24 hours a day. Like, you know, like, you signed up for that. If you want to be a normal kid, then go be one.
He has a bet on going on with Rob Dyrdek, who has the highest ratings, like a $5,000 bet.
Really?
You know
how many...
He's broken up.
I mean, you know what? Cheers to Ryan Sheckler, because he has... tons of 13-year-old girls who probably think he's amazing, you know, great, want to date him and shit, you know. But
Matt does.
But I mean, somebody, some like 30-year-old skateboarder is probably watching it thinking it's the gayest thing ever. That's true. You know, to a 30-year-old, it just may be, but like it's not to it's not to 4 million. It's not to 4 million 13-year-olds.
Like Rob and Big, they create like an older crowd. Ryan Sheckler, it's like
so. Bam, when you do a demo, like, and you don't land tricks in front of tons of people. And they're like, hey, that's Bam Margera. He sells, like, there's got 70 skateboards in the store.
That's the worst part about it is because, like, when you go to a demo, you're showing up to a whole new street course, and you have to figure it out, like, in front of 5,000 kids.
You
have to figure out if the rail grinds. You have to figure out what's the transition.
Pick your line and shit.
Yeah, like, I prefer to have, like, a day or two at the skate park before I did a demo.
Like, with rock and roll, like... If something fucks up terribly in front of a bunch of people, like, I'll just go punch the guy in the audience instead, and just everybody forget about the other thing. But what do you got to get out of, like, a non-landing trick? You got, like, a little backspin you jump into or anything? Something to save the game?
Well, you always have to have your crowd-pleasing trick, and, you know, you could always find a steep enough transition at a skate park to where you could bring some, like, a drop in. Like, if you ollie off of something that's 10 feet high into a bank, that's always impressive to a crowd. And you know, that's why, like, people think that a trick called a Benihana, where, like, you take your back...
a restaurant?
Yeah, but you take your back foot off the skateboard and grab your back hand with the tail, and it's basically like a spread eagle in mid-air, and it's like the gayest trick in skateboarding. But
there one where
people who are not that into skating, they go, wow, that looks impressive. So people just
Or it's
pull...
like an invert. You ever see Tony Hawk just do an invert?
Yeah, that's a cool
nuts
trick.
over there.
Yeah.
Because it's his.
Or like a hand plant.
Yeah,
it's that same thing, yeah.
I think
you got the best style about it.
Yeah, but... I mean, it's kind of like a basic trick in a vert industry.
You gotta talk about you taking that dude out in the video, please.
Oh, yeah. All right, explain Red Mohawk Jeff.
He's got a red mohawk. His name is Jeff.
That's all I know.
And he... All right, this guy, he was shooting photos for the Moxie video shoot, and he's a cool dude, but...
I had to hit him.
We were sipping on beer, and towards this was like the last shot of the entire video, and it was about 2 a.m, and I'm like, I need everybody in a drunken, like, rumble outside at the end, out in front of the sushi place called Kuma, and I was like, Jeff, me and you are gonna have to wind up fighting, dude, and you know, we're just gonna have to. He thought it was gonna be like a staged fight. I punched him in the fucking face so hard because I don't want to, like, fake it, and, like, if I skim the side of your cheek and you go like that, it'll totally look like I hit you. Like,
oh, totally.
I just said, like, hey, we're gonna be wrestling around a little bit. He's like, oh, that's cool. Like,
you caught him off guard.
And then as soon as it's like action, I know that film's rolling, and I'm just thinking, like, every second is about $20, so it's like
try to knock his teeth out like Leonard.
So if 5 seconds happens, I'm like, that's $100. All right, I got to make this $100 worth it. Boom! I punch him in the face so hard.
Then I come in.
Yeah. Now I'm on the ground, and Jeff's punching me in the face. I'm punching him in the face, and then G just comes out of nowhere and dives on me and snaps my finger. Like, officially broke my finger. I went to the hospital and got a cast.
Sorry, dude.
Dude,
hilarious.
I'm so hurt everywhere else from the Jackass takeover but the finger is the last worry. Yeah. Not to mention, I'm trying to have, like, a serious bar rumble outside, and G just comes in with his fucking ass hanging out and dives on me. So now the whole end of the video is gonna be G's ass on top of mine with his
your busted finger,
his big ass crack hanging out, breaking my fucking finger. So when you see the end of the Moxie video, you'll know that once G jumped on me, I had a cast on a few hours later.
Did you get Veronica to slap him too, Ryan?
No, wait, Veronica slapped Ryan. Yeah.
You slapped Ryan.
And Ryan
you slapped Ryan.
Ryan's Taylor Oldie's brother, who actually he was in the video. He played the
singer of the Ian.
He played the asshole boyfriend. He was with this girl, and he winds up, like, totally cheating on her, and she figures it out at the end, and then that's why they wind up in the bar rumble.
Do you have some of it to show later? You got
no, Frantz is getting the footage right now developed.
You shot it on film.
Yeah, total.
That's not cheap.
They helped out with the styling.
Yeah, and film is not cheap, but
they did a good job.
Anybody who says you can make digital look like film, it's bullshit. Yeah. You know, just do it right. Mm-hmm. Make a proper fucking music video. Same with the way that it sounds. You know, I really think that like we're in the total 100% right direction of making a rock band big.
Especially when you slap the shit out of them.
Is it sexy video?
Fuck yeah.
From what I hear, I didn't see all of it, bro.
Yeah?
I just saw you fucking.
Veronica's in the bed, pretty much half naked.
From Jughead, Veronica? That one?
No, you could check her ass out. What's her MySpace?
Veronica Lane.
Veronica Lane is who was in the music video. She played the girlfriend who gets cheated on.
And Ryan's lady killer.
Lady killer.
Ryan's lady killer. He plays the dickhead boyfriend.
All right.
Yeah, but didn't you see you slap the shit out of Ryan, didn't you? Because I saw him walk away and he's like spitting.
Oh, yeah.
So mad.
No, I know, because... Dude, I'm used to that shit, though, so...
I gotta get him back.
But I'm thinking, like, I wish I could let him know, or Veronica know, like, when I say to slap somebody, don't, like, make it like a... You know, like, we're rolling film here. Like, every second that goes by is $20, so, like, whale them and get it right the first time. You know, I'm like, do it like this, and I just go whap without even telling him. He's like, you fucking asshole. I'm like, that's the way it should look.
He walked away for over a minute and just stood over by the railing.
Oh, he did. And then he tried to hit you, and you dodged it, didn't you?
No, he got me back good, but I don't care. I'm used to it.
No, I know you are, but it was fucking funny as hell. Yeah, I know.
Somebody getting this shit.
When I got hit with that baseball at fucking 100 miles an hour in the leg, I actually did find this cup, but I didn't have any boxers on, and I didn't want to get hit in the dick. So I put this cup on that I did not know where it came from, and I just put it right on my dick. As soon as I got home, I had a rash on both sides, like full-blown jock itch. I couldn't even fuck Missy. It was total pain in the ass. Dude, when you're so relieved that you finished a 24-hour takeover and it wound up successful, all you want to do is go home and fuck.
Yeah.
And now I can't.
Still can't?
No, I can now. It went away. But I'm like, now I'm thinking, like, what fucking scumbag just had his dick on the same thing that I put my dick on?
Shit, dude.
That sucks.
Soaked it in bleach.
I did not think that through, but I was willing to do anything because I knew that, like, we had a few seconds to go before we were live, and you just can't half-ass live shit or else you'll massively regret it later.
Yeah, that's true.
That's funny.
A little jockish, I guess, is worth it. As long as that all it was.
It's almost better to be live when you're doing Jackass shit because it needs to be right the first time. You can't test it out. Like I jumped on these tons of water bottles and we put a skate deck on the top and we were running at it full speed and sliding on it and like you can't test it out live. You'll look like an idiot. There's nothing worse than like half-assing something. We just all barged it. I'm so hurt right now. I have a swellbow. My leg hurts worse than all, and I actually have a broken finger here, and that's the least of my worries.
At least it didn't get your kneecap, right?
You know, the phone lines are open.
That would have been the most...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's talk to somebody.
You want to talk to somebody?
Let's talk to a stranger.
Who do you want to talk to?
All right, let's do it.
Shane in Canada. Shane in Canada.
What's going on?
Yo.
How you doing?
He's Canadian.
Not too bad. I just wanted to say... Bam, thanks for doing all your crazy fucking stunts and helping me through some tough times, watching you guys do your Jackass shit.
Yeah.
Sweet. Did you get how much of it did you get to watch?
I didn't see the MTV takeover. I was just talking about your Jackass
in general.
Oh, okay.
Your Viva the Bam stuff. I really enjoy it. It's funny as shit.
Do you know if the takeover even shows up in Canada, or is that a whole different thing?
I work in the oil field, so I'm like seriously stuck in the middle of the forest right now.
What? The forest? It sounds like you're in the forest.
You're getting bad reception over there.
All right, well, tell Canada to rock and roll.
Tell Hannah to rock and roll.
And you know what? Actually, Canada is in CKY3. The biggest crowd we had chanting CKY was in Calgary.
Really?
At the Millennium Skate Park at the Tony Hawk thing. I
never made it there.
I got about 4,000 kids screaming CKY. Yeah, you should definitely take a trip up there.
I would.
Oh, you would, yeah.
Was that the mall?
I would.
Was that the mall? That big?
No,
Mall
of America.
Oh no, you're thinking of Edmonton. That's the biggest mall in Canada.
You want to take any other calls?
Let's do it, dude.
Live.
Come on, dude.
Hannah.
Hannah in PA.
Yeah, we gotta take that.
Hang up the fucking phone.
We gotta take that.
Go ahead, Hannah.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Going good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
sure you are.
nervous right now.
Are you nervous?
How old are you? 11?
14.
Yes. so you can drink. That's cool.
No, I don't drink.
Okay. I mean, eventually.
What happens when you're 14? Puberty?
I don't know.
Is this Eric the Midget?
Oh, I have fucking gossip in my fucking
Whoa. Watch it cursing, little guy. Girl.
You got any questions?
Is this a girl? I can't tell. Puberty hasn't hit.
It's gotta be a chick.
It's a Hannah with an H at the end.
It's a girl, right?
It's a girl.
I think so.
Is it a girl?
Yeah, I'm a girl. What the hell?
Okay, I just know a different girl named
Well, I
Hannah.
know. I'm here with Hannah, the guy, right now.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Live. Well, what's going on? You have a question or anything?
Yeah, I have a question, Bam. I was wondering, I'm having a party, like a fuck-up party.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
a fuck-up party?
Yeah.
What's your address?
Yeah.
Give us the address. We'll go.
What is
All
a
right.
fuck-up party?
It's 196.
No,
we're just kidding. Don't give her your
A
address.
bunch of randoms will show up at your house.
If you want Shitbird to show up or anybody, you're gonna have to cough up some money, little man.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking of Hannah. Hannah, the guy right here. Sorry.
You get some boons.
You know what? There's probably more girls named Hannah than you.
More.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just used to you. Like
from that Woody Allen
I've
movie.
trained in my brain that Hannah's a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, don't take offense.
It's all right.
All right, Hannah. It was good talking to you. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Where?
What town? That's
It's
where we're
in,
calling from.
West Grove, Jennersville.
Where do you get that accent from, though?
You're close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennersville.
Down south.
Yeah.
Sounds south.
Yeah.
You grow up there?
What if we just did barge in on
It's
her?
barge.
All right, we're coming.
All right.
A 14-year-old
Don't
party.
tell anybody, but we'll be there.
Yeah. Let's go.
Kick ass. It's cool that you're listening to Sirius. You're instead of downloading like most people. Some people should listen to it live, like it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start going live a lot because is
Finally hooked
okay.
up.
Yeah. So because these dipshits that didn't do any research in the driveway just chopped right through it because they were working on something and didn't realize that there's like electrical lines, live radio lines, lights to my house, and they just chopped all through it all. And the worst part was we were out for 6 months of going live at my place, and it.
But prior,
you know what?
It'd be like
I mean,
the day before.
I'm not going to go like sue some company in Westchester for that, but I mean they did cause a lot of fucking problems.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
You know what I mean? Like, there's so many times where I wanted to be live, and you know the only way you could possibly do that is to drive to New York with all my friends, and that's a full day mission.
Yeah, try and get everybody together to go to New York.
You know what I mean? So me and Chad would pre-record a bunch of shows, but now we're like officially back. So
Hannah, what do you think of that? Oh, good.
I think it's great.
He's right here, dude.
Good. Yeah, I was talking to real Hannah.
Yeah.
Nobody can.
Every
fake
time
that.
you're at, I'm just looking right at you. So.
That is hard.
Whenever I hear about that band Kill Hannah, I get kind of pissed off. Who the hell do they think they are?
They got an H at the end.
Talking like that.
I know.
I'll kill them.
Who wants to kill Hannah?
I'll kill them, motherfucker. I'll kill them.
Let's go after
Dude.
I'll kill them.
I'll kill him.
Kill Fana.
Kill fan.
Yeah.
What's up with Kill Fana?
Yeah.
Wait, those fucking calls are funny, dude. I wonder how many are 14. Take another.
Okay.
Daniel from where?
Oh, from Switzerland.
Whoa, dude, you got a hell of a cell.
How the hell are you listening?
I'm on.
How are you listening from Switzerland right now?
I got the 3-day free trial.
Yeah.
You could get satellite radio in Europe?
What?
You can get satellite radio.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the internet.
Oh, nice.
okay. Sweet.
What happens over there?
Oh, dude, nothing. We're not so informed what happens about you. I mean, nobody knows about Ming hacks and, you know.
Well, it's not ready yet. So.
Yeah, it's going to be out shortly. We still have to get the sound mixed. You know, I mean, it takes so long to to get everything right, and I want to put out like, you know, a masterpiece of a movie and not look at it in like 2 years from now and wish that I would have put in like proper sound effects.
Should
and
have
that's
done this, should have done that.
should have done this, should have done that. So we're doing it right now, and it's just taking a lot more time.
Great.
Switzerland?
Yeah, Switzerland.
Zurich or what?
What's the capital of Switzerland, Bam?
Bern.
Yeah, right.
Do another one for him.
Any more capitals, Bob?
Any more capitals? Zimbabwe.
Harare.
God damn. So, I actually wanted to ask you 3 questions, if I might.
Go for it.
Yeah.
That was one.
Did CKY anywhere show up in Switzerland for a show or something?
Yeah.
You've been
when?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know when they don't have a.
Did we lose them?
They're in the middle of trying. They're recording a record right now. It's taking a lot more time. Having some arguments.
Did we lose them?
No.
No. All right. Well, I think we lost them.
Do you want them to come to Switzerland?
I think we lost.
Oh,
them.
hell yeah.
Oh,
hell yeah.
But I guess the alliance is very small here.
It's just a matter of time. They'll wind up there. We just need to talk to some people and figure things out.
Well,
I hope so.
Globetrotters need to too. But
Yeah, we love your hot chocolate, dude, and your watches, by the way.
Yeah, hey, it was good talking to you. I'm glad you called from Switzerland. That's rad.
Oh, I'm fucking glad to come through, man.
Awesome.
Right.
So
fuck little Debbie for me. Who's she from? Is she from Switzerland?
Yeah, well,
Who's that hot chocolate lady?
Swiss
That's not the same.
I was like, we love your hot chocolate.
What about switchblades? Is that Swiss blades? Swiss Army knives. Do you guys have them?
Swiss Army knife?
Oh, we lost.
Okay,
good.
I'm gonna.
Nah, I'm kidding. He was cool.
Yeah.
If somebody said they were from the Swiss Army, I'd be like,
You nervous? What'd you do?
I farted, actually. I had to
That's not
leave the
illegal.
room.
That's Swiss rule.
All right,
Where'd you put those beers?
They're in the fridge. This is for the guy in Switzerland who just called. That was rad. This is a band close to him from Italy called Dope Stars Inc. And they fucking rock. Let's hear it right now. Radio Bam Series 28 Faction.
Where is it?
And this
Right
is
here?
track 1.
Track 1.
Yeah.
I gotta switch these decks.
Oh yeah. No, well that's yeah.
We need a new deck, Pendar, in here.
It's that CD player has trouble with the burnt ones. But this Dope Stars Inc. from Italy.
Yeah, we're getting it.
We'll get there.
I got it. Here we go. Dope Stars Inc.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, you need to come check this out, man. Say hello to everyone. Hello to everyone. Can I talk? Yeah, what's up, everyone? I didn't know you were recording this shit. I had no clue. It's on the radio channel now. No. Yeah. Fucking kidding me. Can't say that. I'm sorry. Sirius 28 Faction.
Oh yeah, we're back.
Hell yeah.
A little mixed up with Dope Stars. I had a crappy CD-ROM and there must have been some problems, but at least I got to play some shiny toy guns.
True.
So I'm here with the Moxie, Fanta Bandana, Stingy Titties over here, and Chuck Treese of McRad just showed up. How you been?
Hey. Chuck Treese.
I'm good.
Oh yeah.
What have you been up to? You been in Philly? You been touring?
I've been playing around. I was just on doing something with the Bad Brains in LA for this MTV shoot.
Oh yeah.
So that was on for a week, about 2 weeks ago, and then we're about to go to Brazil for a week.
Hell yeah.
Who's singing with Bad Brains now?
Dude, Israel. He's from LA. He's really from
Israel's
New York,
from LA.
but he lives out in LA.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like he was on the Rise LP when they were signing Epic Records, and so the last time we were together was 13 years ago. So it was crazy.
Didn't they have to call it Soul Brains for a little while because of Madonna?
Yeah. HR he lost it and hit some kid. You know,
That's not the Puffin Stuff guy, is it?
No.
HR from Bad
The
Brains.
singer, yeah.
HR Puffin Stuff?
He wilded out and...
Because Puffin Stuff did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have it back now, which is all good, so... So
you've been working on new Chuck Treese stuff, I hear.
I have a new record that I'm working on in my house. It's pretty crazy. It's kind of like a I don't know, a combination from when I was born till now.
Awesome.
Like, every sound possible.
Let me play a track on there, huh?
Yeah. And I got like a couple little instrumentals with me, but I definitely want to.
You have it with you now?
Yeah, I can. I have one song I can play.
You bring me a Pro Tools?
Well, I mean,
no, I don't have a Pro Tools. Right.
Well, that's perfect because we have one more song to play, and then I said that I was going to take.
Yeah, we're just going to take a call and then say goodbye. We're
okay.
Overtime.
Well, let's play a song and then they can get to it.
All right. Well, you want to play a song?
I want to take a phone call, and then when I say goodbye, then we're going to play a song, and then they can go do what they were going to do.
This is the
instrumental. There's no vocals on it.
That's why they call it Radio Bam.
Yeah. Will Pendarvis said that I could go as long as I want overtime.
Yeah, you keep going to them bar mitzvahs.
I know. I go to the owner of Sirius Radio's bar mitzvah, dude. I can do whatever the F
bar
I
mitzvahs
want.
are fucking fun. You guys are walking around with hats. You got Missy on your hat.
It was great. I had a blast. It was the best bar mitzvah I've ever been to.
You weren't at mine.
It was at the New York City Museum of Natural History. It was like, dude, I don't even
What
want
was the theme?
It must have been rich. It must have been $100,000 or more to run.
Yeah, bar mitzvahs are expensive.
The theme was I'm rich.
Yeah. Howard Stern.
I was sitting with Howard Stern, Tony Hawk, Steven Van Zandt from Bruce Springsteen, and Eddie Irvine, #1 Formula race car driver that just retired.
Yeah, he retired in 2002.
Yeah, so I was sitting with all these cool dudes. Best bar mitzvah ever.
Going to a bar mitzvah with Howard Stern is definitely cool.
Yeah, and LL Cool J played and stuff. Like this kid must have just been so stoked that like they got Howard Stern, Tony Hawk, and just all these dudes at a bar mitzvah. That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, if you're Scott Greenstein's kid, that's what happens.
It was funny. Howard was talking about it. Like he said, like his kid's got the life.
Well, big time.
Yeah, Howard was talking about the bar mitzvah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. It was rad. I like Howard.
Yeah, he's a rad dude, smart motherfucker. I'll tell you that much.
He is.
We got the Chuck Tree song, track 1, Chuck.
Yeah, this is an instrumental, and yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, thanks for listening, motherfuckers, and check out the Moxie because we're gonna blow them motherfuckers up. And right now we're hearing
Moxie sounds.
Chuck Treese.
Thank you guys for listening to the live Radio Bam. First time in a long time. Hopefully we can do this more often.
Yeah, let's get started.
Rock and roll. Series 28 Faction.
Goodbye.
That's Radio Bam for this week. We're done. Tune in next week for more. You can leave now. It's Radio Bam. Radio Bam every Monday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Email me now at Radio Bam. Why don't you take a picture of your sweet white ass and send it on over to Radio Bam at Sirius-Radio.com. Call Radio Bam at 877-PORN-BAG. That's 877-PORN-BAG. Sweet dreams, Peapod.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
On Sirius 28 Faction.